welcome to this second part of Serial for September 2024. We had stopped at basically photos arriving in East Iceland from the ferry from the Faroe Islands and before Denmark. So we're using the Pentax 17, that's this new film camera, half frame, using a Kodak Color expired film from March 2005. So just go see the first episode if you're interested. Basically, when I test cameras, last month was basically testing cameras or having films coming back from testing cameras because I was trying to restart the VonCam playlist. But when I test cameras, in that case, the Pentax 17, which is basically all automatic in terms of aperture, for me, more than making test reviews, whatever, it's trying to understand the equipment and see if I will enjoy it and might use it for my own practice. And here, because it's a non-manual aperture, I wanted to see how the sun stars go. I don't like sun stars, let's be clear. But if you're stuck with it, I might as well know what it renders. And actually with the Pentax 17, I'm not too disappointed. I don't like them, so okay, but artistically speaking, works pretty well, I believe. That's Iceland sunsets near Reykjavík. With this expired film, works well, in my opinion. Here again, two pictures. On the left, that was the occasion. This camera is pretty compact and pretty fast to use. There was this vlogger, influencer, trying to make a video outside of Harpa, the opera, in the Reykjavík harbor. Was pretty fun. It was fun to take a few pictures of him, quite enjoyable, and see him work. Or on the right, that's a detail of grass, basically growing in the city. Summertime. Well, we're not really summertime anymore now, but at that moment. But for those who like my photography or what I do, the non-portrait part or non-fashion, that's the kind of photos I do. Again, same equipment. Actually, we're going back chronologically to East Iceland. That was during the travel between East Iceland to West Iceland with those incredible sceneries. Iceland, the sceneries really changed radically in terms of colors, contrast, according to the skies. And it's very, very prominent. And you can go from those very contrasty dark and light, white, almost black and white looks to those very colorful blue and green sites. Or here, same equipment again. That's the Seltun geothermal area. It's southwest of Iceland, slightly east of Grindavik. Well, you have those mud fields that are bubbling because they're actually above 100 degrees centigrade. So it can be quite dangerous if you just wander. But here they're pretty well done. So you have passes where you can sort of stick to them and see how it goes. Icelanders are very careful to try to preserve their nature. So here you're not really, you're kind of stuck on a pass, and that's good. But yeah, those colors, those beige, browns, almost reds, grays. Again, two pictures of same area. Those really dark gray waters. It really looks like paint. It's incredible sceneries. I would highly recommend you to go check those out. It's hard to miss also if you're a tourist because they're indicated. But anyways, two more pictures of same equipment. On the left, that's a picture from north of Reykjavík, looking towards Grindavik, and that was on the day the volcano restarted. The volcano blast from afar with that kind of lens. Don't expect too much resolution on a half-frame camera, but some ambiance. Or on the right, that's basically looking kind of in the same direction. It was not the same day, but looking a little bit more to the east from a mountain in the Mosfellsbær region. It's actually a little bit north of the picture you saw before, northeast. That's actually the highest point in that region north of Reykjavík. And completely changing subject, same equipment, same camera. You'll see a lot of those pictures in my review of the Pentax 17, I guess. But I was using flash and tried to capture the ambiance of a bar, which is the Röntgen in Reykjavík, a cool place to dance with this fantastic mirror ball. I kind of like that photo. I like the ambiance. It's kind of non-temporal and people enjoying themselves with good music. Or here on the left, that's in another bar in Reykjavík, the radar was more techno stuff. You can see the DJ is actually pretty much in focus. It's a pictogram focusing camera, so it's pretty hard, and by night. But you can see actually, it's the green light is, I believe, somebody with a phone trying to take a video of the DJ, and I kind of like that photo too. It's you see that the security system on the ceiling is there. Anyways, I thought this photo was kind of fun. I don't know why. And on the right, that's completely a different equipment. That's going back to digital with an M240 Leica full frame and a Elmar 50mm f2.8 retractable lens. Actually, I just came out with the review for this lens. As I said before, this month is kind of a month of reviewing stuff, trying to restart the Van Cam playlist. And that's a burger joint in Lemmer, in the neighborhood of Lemmer, central Reykjavik, which is named Two Guys, kind of an homage to the American chain, which is Four Guys, I believe. Yeah. Anyhow, really good burgers. Actually, I prefer them to the American chain. And it's a pretty cool place in Reykjavik. They have, I think, 2 or 3 joints, and really nice. Partially, actually same equipment, M240 Leica with the Elmar 52.8 in different conditions. When I test equipment here, I was testing this lens, which I had for a very long time. I actually have some pretty old photos with it. I wanted to do this review because I had this sort of demand from you viewers to restart really the playlist a little bit more seriously. I really like the old school rendering of this lens, and the review just came out, so go check it if you want. I'll talk about it a little bit differently. And actually testing those new equipment, one, makes me able to use them better, I believe. I like to train this photographic muscle, and also know what kind of rendering I could get depending on the projects I want to work on. Here, details of the center of Reykjavik with the colors, the buildings, those old houses, and a cat. Lots of cats in Reykjavik. If you come there, if you visit, or if you have visited, you know about that. But I'm not a cat lover, let's say. I'm going to turn it like this. But they're pretty fun. They're actually interesting in Reykjavik. They have a different approach to interaction. Here, 2 pictures, same equipment. Again, looking at volcanoes near Grindavik from Reykjavik on the left, and simply looking at the sea with this Elmar lens. I like the ambiance. I think I like following sometimes. For those who follow me for a long time, have been following me for a long time, you know that I like to take pictures of the same place in different conditions. I think it says a lot about the place and the sensual experience. Here, chant of equipment, going to one of the cameras that is the most dear to me, digital cameras. It's a Leica M8. It's not a full frame camera, and that you will find those pictures, at least one of them, in the review of the 21mm f4.5 Perar I came out with a few weeks back. That was a movie set around this building. On the left, you can actually imagine the light guy who's putting the light up for a set that's 1 story above this picture, and on the right, that was the light boom that's up. And I thought the contrast between the urban lights, the houses behind, and this professional light was kind of fun, kind of looked futuristic. And I really like the rendering of this old CCD sensor. When you push it to its limits, you get those greenish, cyan, weird looking low lights when you push them back in post-pros. Or here, that's a different, completely opposite type of camera, the S007 Leica medium format camera, modern CMOS sensor, relatively modern CMOS sensor for the probably largest and probably best reflex digital camera ever to exist in the medium format range. Now that we have mirrorless, we probably won't see much more of those, but incredible experience to really see through the viewfinder and not have a digital viewfinder. It is different. Let's be realistic. I'm not saying it's better. It's different. And that's with an incredible lens, portrait lens. It's actually a dual photo. The picture on the left is looking one direction, and the picture on the right is what's behind. Behind me actually taking the left picture, or vice versa. And that's a 100mm Summicron f2.0 medium format lens. really incredible lens, which I love using. Very shallow depths of field, even fully against the light of the sun. I like the rendering. Even the ghost image are interesting, I believe. Anyhow, hopefully that was entertaining. Not too long for the second part. Don't hesitate to comment, to suggest stuff, talk about your experiences below, ask questions, and yeah, catch you next time.